Imagine living in a place where the temperature drops to 70 degrees C, where the wind feels like knives on your skin, and where almost nothing survives. But one tiny animal doesn't just survive, it thrives. Meet the Arctic fox, the ultimate winter warrior. Today, we're diving into the strange, surprising, and totally unbelievable world of the Arctic fox, an animal so tough, so smart, and so adorable, it almost feels unreal. From color-changing fur to super hearing powers, this fox has some of the coolest, literally, survival tricks on the planet. So grab your coat, your hot chocolate, and your curiosity, because we're heading straight into the frozen Arctic to uncover facts you've never heard before. Let's begin. Appearance and super adaptations. When you first see an Arctic fox, you might think it's a tiny snowball with legs. But that fluffy cuteness hides some of the most powerful cold weather adaptations in the entire animal kingdom. 1. A coat that changes color like magic. In winter, their fur turns snow white, the perfect camouflage against predators and prey. But when summer comes and the snow melts, their fur shifts to brown or gray, blending in with rocks and tundra. It's like having a built-in seasonal outfit that Mother Nature designed. 2. The warmest fur of any animal. This little fox has fur so thick it can survive temperatures below -70 degrees Celsius. That's colder than your freezer. Colder than Antarctica on some days. And yet, the Arctic fox stays warm without shivering. Its secret? A double-layered coat that traps heat like a fluffy thermal jacket. 3. Tiny body, big survival advantage. Arctic foxes are small, about the size of a house cat. But that's not a weakness. A smaller body means less surface area for losing heat, making them perfect cold weather machines. 4. Ears designed for the cold. Their ears are round and short, unlike the long ears of desert foxes. This shape helps them keep their body heat inside, instead of letting it escape into the icy wind. 5. Snow boots built into their paws. The Arctic fox has fur on its paws, like natural snow boots. This doesn't just keep their feet warm, it also helps them walk on ice without slipping. From head to tail, every part of this fox is designed for survival. It doesn't just live in the Arctic. It's built from the ground up for the Arctic. Hunting superpowers. The Arctic might look empty and silent, but to an Arctic fox, it's a world full of hidden treasures, if you have the right abilities. And this fox has some seriously wild hunting superpowers. 1. Super hearing that detects life under snow. Imagine hearing a mouse breathing under a thick blanket of snow. Impossible for humans, easy for an Arctic fox. Its ears can pick up the tiniest movements underground. A soft scratch, a small heartbeat, even the sound of snow shifting. 2. The snow dive attack. Once it hears its target, the fox does something incredible. It leaps high into the air, aims its nose like a guided missile, and dives headfirst into the snow to grab the prey hiding below. This move is so accurate that the fox can catch animals it never even sees. 3. A built-in GPS for prey. Arctic foxes use the Earth's magnetic field like a natural compass. Scientists believe they line up their jumps with magnetic north to calculate the perfect strike. It's like having a biological hunting calculator. 4. Eats anything to stay alive. In the frozen wilderness, food is rare. So the Arctic fox developed a brave survival rule. Eat what you can when you can. Lemmings? Delicious. Fish? Perfect. Bird eggs? Don't mind if I do. Leftovers from polar bears? Absolutely yes. This fox is a smart scavenger with zero food waste. 5. Memory like a master planner. When it finds extra food, the fox hides it beneath rocks or snow. Weeks later, even months, it remembers exactly where it stored every piece. The Arctic is a harsh place, but the fox always has a backup plan. The Arctic fox isn't just cute. It's one of the most efficient hunters in the coldest place on Earth. Family life and Arctic adventures. Arctic foxes may look tough and independent, but when it comes to family, they're surprisingly loyal, caring, and even a little adorable. Life in the Arctic is harsh, so teamwork is everything. 1. One of the most loyal foxes on Earth. Arctic foxes usually mate for life, a rare thing in the animal world. Once they choose a partner, they stick together through freezing winters, dangerous storms, and long food shortages. They're basically the power couple of the Arctic. 2. The biggest fox families in nature. When spring arrives, something magical happens. The parents welcome a huge family, sometimes up to 14 pups in one litter. These tiny pups are born blind, helpless, and hungry. But don't worry, because Arctic fox parents take their job seriously. 3. A dad who's a super provider. While the mother stays in the den caring for the pups, the father becomes a true hero. He hunts nonstop, sometimes catching more than 100 lemmings a day to feed his family. He brings food, guards the area, and keeps watch like the bravest soldier of the snow. 4. Dens that are like snowy mansions. Arctic fox dens are no small homes. They are massive underground tunnels, some over 100 years old, passed down through generations. With up to 100 entrances, these dens are perfect safe zones from storms and predators. 5. The pups grow fast. Within a few weeks, the pups open their eyes, wobble out of the den, and start exploring. They play fight, chase each other through the snow, and learn survival skills from their parents. By the time winter comes, the young foxes are tough enough to face the Arctic on their own. 6. A life full of adventure. Young foxes often travel hundreds of miles, crossing frozen seas, glaciers, and empty tundra. One Arctic fox even traveled 3,500 kilometers, over 2,000 miles, from Norway to Canada, one of the longest journeys ever recorded. This tiny animal might look cute, but its lifestyle is one of the most adventurous in the animal kingdom. Extreme survival facts. The Arctic fox isn't just a cute face in a cold place. It's a survival legend, built to handle challenges that would defeat almost any other animal on Earth. These extreme facts prove just how incredible this tiny Arctic warrior really is. 1. The only animal that doesn't freeze in -70 degrees Celsius. Most animals would die instantly in temperatures this low. But the Arctic fox? It can walk calmly through -70 degrees Celsius winds without freezing. Its fur is so insulating that even thermal cameras sometimes can't detect its body heat. 2. No food for a week? No problem. When food is scarce, which is often, the fox slows its metabolism and saves energy. It can survive long periods with almost nothing to eat, making hunger less of a threat than the brutal cold. 3. Built-in fat storage for winter. Before winter arrives, the Arctic fox gains weight on purpose. It stores fat under its skin, creating a warm, energy-packed layer. Think of it as a natural winter jacket plus emergency food reserve. 4. ice-resistant nose and super sniffer. An Arctic fox's nose doesn't freeze. Even in the coldest conditions, it can still smell prey from far away. It can detect a seal den from over a mile, 1.6 kilometers away. 5. Outrunning almost anything. With a top speed of around 50 kilometers per hour, 31 miles per hour, this fox can dash across ice like a tiny white rocket. Speed means survival, especially when avoiding hungry wolves or polar bears. 6. Extreme travelers of the Arctic world. Some Arctic foxes travel thousands of kilometers across sea ice, glaciers, and snowstorms. No GPS. No map. Just instinct and pure survival skill. 7. Immune to the cold, but not to climate change. Even though the Arctic fox is built for cold, warming temperatures threaten its habitat. As the Arctic melts, red foxes move north and they're bigger, stronger, and compete for the same food. The Arctic fox faces new challenges in a world that's heating up. This animal is not just surviving the Arctic, it's mastering it. But its future depends on the icy world staying icy. Fun, weird, and totally unexpected facts. We've talked about survival, hunting, and family life. But now it's time for the really fun part, the weird, surprising, no way that's true, facts about the Arctic fox that make it one of the coolest animals ever. 1. Their tails are basically fluffy blankets. The Arctic fox's tail is huge and unbelievably fluffy. They wrap it around themselves like a warm blanket when they sleep, a built-in comforter in the middle of the icy tundra. 2. Their footprints look like tiny snow flowers. Because their paws are covered with thick fur, their footprints look soft, round, and beautiful, almost like little flowers pressed into the snow. 3. They giggle. Arctic foxes make playful, high-pitched sounds that almost sound like giggles. When pups play together, the snowy Arctic sounds like a tiny fox playground. 4. They follow polar bears, but not for friendship. Arctic foxes walk behind polar bears, waiting for leftovers from their hunts. The bear does the hard work. The fox gets a free meal. Smart? Absolutely. 5. Their babies are like color surprise eggs. Arctic fox pups come in 2 color types, white and blue. Blue foxes stay dark all year round and are much rarer, like a special edition version. 6. They use their tails for balance like ninjas. When sprinting across ice or jumping into snow, their fluffy tails help them balance perfectly. Think of it as a built-in stabilizer, like a natural sports device. 7. They can hibernate without really hibernating. Arctic foxes don't sleep through winter like bears, but they can slow down their bodies so much that it seems like a mini hibernation. It's energy-saving magic. 8. They never waste food. If the fox can't finish a meal, it buries the rest in the snow. Some foxes hide hundreds of pieces of food each year, like tiny Arctic chefs preparing frozen dinners. 9. Master of disguises. When they crouch down and stay still, they look exactly like a pile of snow. Even drones and scientists sometimes miss them. 10. They make the Arctic a happier place. Their playful nature, curious personality, and adorable appearance bring life to a world that seems empty and silent. They're proof that even the coldest places have warmth. The Arctic fox may be tiny, but its story is huge. It's a creature built for the impossible, a survivor, a hunter, a traveler, and a symbol of pure resilience. It thrives where almost nothing else can. It changes its color with the seasons. It hears life moving under deep snow. It raises giant families in frozen dens. And it travels distances that would challenge even the strongest humans. The Arctic fox reminds us of something important. Even in the harshest environments, beauty, strength, and determination can flourish. It's a little animal with a big message that we can adapt, survive, and stay strong no matter how tough things get. If you enjoyed learning about this snowy legend, imagine how many more incredible animals are waiting for you across our planet. From the deepest oceans to the highest mountains, nature is full of surprises, and I'm here to share them with you. So, if you want more fascinating animal stories, weird facts, and fun discoveries, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay curious, stay amazed, and keep exploring the wild world around you.